cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. It's time again.
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is Music Monday, and I'm your host, Slash. And with me, I got Comedian 96, K Money, Freddie G. Together, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. On Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. All right, and welcome back to another Music Monday. Of course, got another great topic for you. Before I get started, I want to give my condolences out to the Foreman family. Just recently lost one of the heavyweight champions, two-time heavyweight champion, Big George Foreman. Condolences out to the family. Just wanted to mention that, and thank you for all the stuff that you've done. You've opened up boxing gyms for people to get started in, and kind of paved the way for others to come through. So good looking out. So today, y'all, I want to talk about some stuff, man. And multiple sources confirmed on Saturday that Sauce Walker from H-Town was shot in Memphis. Him and another person, which is Say So P, his artist. Mm-hmm. Now, he didn't make it. Say So P didn't make it. He was pronounced dead at the scene. But Sauce Walker was shot. He was shot in the leg, but he's gonna make it. It's nothing critical for him. He may just have a bandage or two on his leg and back out. But my thing is, we never know, what these situations stem from. I don't think he was the target in this situation. However, somebody was.
Man, that morning, I just happened to see a video on social media of the two that we're speaking of, Say So and Sauce Walker, and they were in a stunner van in Memphis. Yeah. And just doing what they normally do.
Posting stuff on
bragging,
Instagram.
Saying how they, just capping type of shit. So I'm not saying that this is the reason, but I feel like things like that can draw attention.
Oh, definitely. I agree,
and we know
totally.
Sauce Walker definitely go.
And see, here's the thing, and I feel that same way. When you on social media and you showing people stuff, the thing is, whether you have it on you or not, when you in the street, people believe this about you, period. You know what I'm saying? So anybody will try you. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but you got to be careful of some of the things that you post on these social sites, such as your next location where you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And showing money, X amount of dollars. People hate just in general.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do that, and it seems fine, but it's somebody out here going to hate on you. So we don't know what the target or why it happened, but it happened,
So check it out. According to the Memphis Police Department, they said that we understand that we understand the concerns and retaliation that this was not random. So
it was a targeted attempt.
Yeah. So
it wasn't random.
I definitely think it's just motherfuckers hating.
It had to have been. But do you think that Say So P was the target? He got killed. I mean, that's.
Well, Sauce did get shot, so
but he was only shot in the leg, so they weren't aiming at him.
Well, maybe he was running away. I mean, we don't know. I don't know the whole situation, but he probably got away.
No, you're right.
And they shot him. And
we don't know
his leg.
how it all went down.
Yeah.
But it's just sad that these types of situations happen.
Yeah.
And it's happening more to the rap community. The more rappers are getting charges on stuff. I didn't want to. This wasn't part of the show, but Praz is dealing with a federal case now for some stuff. Pras from the what was their name?
The Fuji.
The Fugees. Yeah. You know, so he dealing with some stuff right now that's pretty major with almost facing a bunch of time.
Didn't he? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this regarding to selling some stuff to the Chinese government?
Probably, because it's a federal charge, and he facing a lot of time federally. You know, but my thing is, the stuff that you do, you really can't get away with stuff now.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? The way technology is, you know, the people going out and they doing stuff, and there's cameras everywhere. People see stuff.
They got the little satellite thing. They can see you. The thing is out in space, but they can just
you know, so it's not like you're gonna do something and get away with it. You know, so I don't know who did this, and I'm not sure if they got anybody in custody or anything for the shooting, but they probably don't know who it was. But they figure it's not random. But I don't know. You know, it's just. It's crazy, man, and when people know where you are, they following you on Instagram and you posting. They saw you, they knew what you was in. Just like K Money, you saw a post of what kind of car they was in and everything. You know, all of that makes a difference, man. When you showing that, people are looking for stuff like that.
And I know that. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I know that there are gangs everywhere, but in Memphis, the GDs and vice lords are heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
They're heavy down there.
Yeah, I was just about to mention how I know Sauce Walker is a non-gang member, but I'm not sure about Sauce. Say so.
The other guy.
Yeah, them GDs and vice lords are heavy down there in Memphis.
Yeah, you with them. You guilty by association. So yeah, Sauce is one. So that means you with him. You with him. You know.
Yeah, you know, and I feel like Sauce Walker doing some real shit, man, to get at some real money. You know,
real shit.
Yeah, I do see that. You know, in what he doing. So shout out for that, man. But again, one of our Houston artists was shot, and then this is what's even crazier, man. We can go way back, you know, to the days of Screw. They got some people that were shot and killed, and they haven't found, you know, no person in charge of the shooting like Hawk. They haven't found that person. These people need justice. I mean, using the technology that they have now, that may be able to solve some of these unsolved mysteries.
Yeah.
To just some of these Houston artists alone, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people. I mean, well, Big Mello, I know y'all remember Big Mello. Well, I remember why he died, so it was no mystery to that. That wasn't a murder, you know.
What about Fat Pat? Did they find Fat Pat?
That I'm not sure if the person was ever locked up, although I'm sure that people knew who did it.
Okay.
But I don't know if the man ever did no jail time. But I know that Hawks killer never was arrested, you know, and it probably could be more like Steve Mafio. Was his killer ever arrested? You know, none of this stuff. But what I'm saying is, you know, the way technology is now, man, they can pretty much find out anything about you, the person, the next closest person to you, where you lived 10 years ago, what your phone number was.
It's just a matter of time, bro.
You know, so it's crazy, man. But you know, a lot been going on just lately in the rap world anyway, man, because now
I think it's on the importance of the rapper, because
on the what?
The importance, or how big, or how, that's what I should say, or how big the rap is. Because Nipsey, they found him right away.
Yeah.
You know, threatening his family and all you know, allegedly threatening the family members of the killer. It was on video. Yeah.
So they had to make some moves on that. You got video footage of the person face and everything. And then, you know, in a case like, people were saying who did it.
Oh, okay.
So that was a help for...
That was help, okay.
The girl that was in the car with him, who was driving, she admitted to saying she didn't know he was going to go do that.
Gotcha.
And she was driving the car, you know, so it was help for the police in that situation.
Yeah, I have to disagree on the importance, because look at Pac and Biggie.
They still haven't found them. Well, they allegedly know now, but we still don't, we can't say that.
Yeah, it's still
we
allegedly.
Don't know. You know, it's still up in the air until somebody's arrested and locked up for that charge. There has been no murder.
Yeah.
You know, for no person found guilty for that murder. So
gotcha.
But it's so strange, man, what's going on in the rap community now, man, because and Texas alone is a big state.
Big state.
You know, Texas got a lot of rappers. You know, we got Houston rappers, that's missing. We got Dallas rappers that's missing. You know, and now we got a Dallas rapper that's just been arrested for offsetting somebody else's life that's a Dallas rapper. So Yella Beezy has been arrested for knowing something about Mo 3's death on I-05 or I something in Dallas, the highway he was on.
Oh, 35.
I-35. Yeah. He was gunned down in 2020, you know, on the highway trying to get away, and the guys running down the highway to gun him down. You know?
Man, yeah, that's crazy. Because 35, I don't know if you've ever been to 35 in Dallas. It's so jacked up.
Man, it was traffic. The man couldn't get away.
Yeah.
They got out the car on
It'd be traffic 2-3 in the morning. So in the regular daytime, it's always, because they're always doing construction. It's always under construction.
Yeah,
It's a
they
question real
really
quick.
had it on their mind if they were going to go do that like that and chase him down.
On
They
that
had it
incident,
their
so
mind.
if it was traffic, how did the killer get away?
That's
Probably
what
ran
ran me
back
out.
and jumped in the car.
He wasn't
And-
stuck in traffic.
If I'm
Obviously,
mistaken,
You know what?
I
He
could be
might have
wrong.
had somebody on the other side of the
Okay.
freeway.
I think it went through the grass. I could be wrong. I think they went through the grass on the side of the feeder roll and got out that way. If I'm not mistaken, if I can remember the video.
But they definitely come from behind
Yeah.
his car and got him, you know. But Young Beezy, you know, he's being charged now with capital murder for knowing something about it. You know, I don't know if he was the ringleader, you know, allegedly he had something to do with it. They picked him up, you know, so it's probably other people involved. Actually, the guy that was one of the shooters gave up information such as documents showing, probably text messages showing, hey man, I need you to do this. And he also gave, what was the receipts? Because he showed some type of money transfer stuff too. This is why they was able to get him on such a big charge, because the man giving up all the information and showing them, hey, this was set up this way and he did this.
So
and he sent
they
this
called
to me.
somebody else.
Yeah, there's a guy, I forget his name.
And when they called him, he gave
He's
up
giving
Yellow
up the
Beezy.
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, shoot, because he's trying to
Lessen his time.
Yeah.
Of
Listen to
course.
stuff,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know that's how it go, and that's what I know, you know. But either or, you know, this is what's happening, and it's sad, man, that our youngsters out here, man, is running wild, man.
Hey, key word you just said, youngsters.
Youngsters,
Yeah.
man. The you know, the rap game is supposed to be fun, man. It's some of them out here really having fun, although some of them getting in trouble, you know. But you got to be careful. Again, you got to be careful what you say, how you carry yourself, the stuff that you show on social media. You know, it's a lot of stuff, man, involved in that causes beef between, you know, different groups of people. Now, back in the day, the early rap game in the 90s, you know, when we was coming up, they had rap beefs.
Yeah, but the most you would be is a sucker MC.
And that's
it.
And it may be a fight.
And maybe a fight.
It may be a fight.
You'll be a sucker MC,
You know,
and nothing else.
But after that, yeah, they dissing you on every rap song.
Right.
It didn't matter, kind of like the Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation. You know, that haven't spilled out into the streets to where it's nothing involved to where somebody's unalived or something like that. But just
Right.
you know, a rap beef is supposed to stay on record. That's what it's about. You know.
So, what do you think changed the game? Like to take it to firearms and gangs and all that. What changed it?
What I think changed the game is the wanting to be more famous for doing something. You know, it's got to be, because you shooting somebody's gonna make you famous, knowingly that y'all in a beef. That's gonna make you famous, and it's gonna put you in jail. But I think some rappers feel like having to be affiliated with being in jail or being in a gang or being in something
Good
that
for your
happens-
resume.
yeah, that makes you a better rapper. Known, you know.
So, Comedian 96 used the example of Sucker MC.
Yeah,
right?
Suck MC.
And we know that rap originated New York.
Right.
And so, but of course, when the West, this is not to blame the West Coast at all, but when the West Coast got a hold to it, it seemed like it went to like the gangster rap, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Where more gang members were actually rappers.
Right. Right.
And so it's kind of like ushering in the gang culture into the music industry.
Right. I dig what you said.
I'll say Dr. Dre, two quotes. Dr. Dre started it first. His things and changed on this side. You remember they used to thump, but now they blast, right? And then also, there was a quote from The Wire. There's a scene from Slim Charles. The game didn't change. It just got more fierce. So it didn't change. They just upped it. From Sucker MC to let me shoot somebody. So that's just my thought on it. They just trying to, for clout.
My opinion, man, I think it's the revenue that these rappers are now making, whether it's real money or not. You know, again, flashing money and well, I think the ones that are actually making money, you know, sometimes may feel that they're above the law. You know, that money gives you that confidence and just the ego, untouchable attitude, and I think a lot of that falls into this category, in my opinion.
No, you're definitely correct. You know, it's definitely ego, but you know, some of these youngsters really believe in this gang thing, and you know, I know that it was gangs in Texas, and it have been before. I mean, there's lots of them, but I just feel like Texas was never really a gang city. You know what I mean? I mean, you know they're around, but it ain't huge like it is in Cali,
in Chicago,
you know,
and other places.
So it kind of seems unreal when you hear, okay, this Texas rapper was a gang member, you know. So it's really strange. But if I'm not mistaken, and if y'all know more than me, I think Mo 3 was kind of a street guy too, though.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, I can't just say he was doing his thing. I think it was a competitive thing with him now becoming, because if Mo 3 had still been alive, and this is just my honest opinion, and Yella Beezy done songs with Chris Brown, and I mean a lot of people, and Yella Beezy jamming. I can't take that from him.
He jamming, yeah.
But Mo 3 was on the brink of being so much further, because he was dope.
Man, he was cold with it.
Super dope.
Yeah. He
had lyrics. He had cadence, everything, you know. Sure. So I think it was a jealousy somewhere in there. Although I've seen interviews where people are interviewing Yella Beezy about, you know, Mo 3, and Yella Beezy saying, "Nah, we ain't got no problems. I ain't got no problem with him. He ain't got no problem with me." I've seen interviews with him saying that, you know. But now here it is, 6 years later, they picking you up for capital murder charges, and your bond is being set at $2 million. In order to get out, you're gonna have to have some bread. You know, that's not a game. That's serious.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they first, for Yella Beezy, when the news first broke, he was set at no bond.
Yeah.
Then they said, okay, $300,000 now. So that quick, within a day, I'm like, what happened here? Because at first I was like, oh, he finna get the death penalty. But then when you went from no bond to $300,000, you gave him the opportunity to get out. Now it's telling me that I don't think they're gonna take this charge very seriously.
His lawyer went to work. That's all that is.
That, and then think about it. You got somebody talking. So he might have brought somebody else's name up.
But usually on murder, they give you $1 million, at least $1 million bond.
It's $2 million. $2 million, man.
It's a $2 million bond.
I seen a post.
A $2 million bond ain't nothing but $200,000.
Okay, yes, I've seen $300,000.
Right, but his bond was set at $2 million.
Oh, it's $2 million. Okay.
But it's sad, man. You know, you get out here and you get at some money, man, and you go and you keeping it street. I understand for the look, but you know, at some point in time, man, you got to be real with yourself, man. You know, and my thing is, you would think you thinking you getting away with something for a long time,
right?
6 years, bro. This happened in 2020, so here it is, 2026, and these people come pick you up. You thought you was, thought that was over.
Well, if other people were involved, you always run the risk of somebody talking intentionally or speaking to somebody that they actually trust. Hey man, you know, we did this to such and such.
Right.
And you thinking that, okay, you telling it in confidence to somebody, but you know it's gonna always come out unless you're doing something by yourself, because you ain't gonna tell on yourself.
Right. That's the only way you really gonna truly get away, man. You do it by yourself. But anytime it's anybody involved, like you say, you know, somebody you taking a risk of somebody saying something, and then it's getting out the wrong way, and then everybody involved, because they may be other names that they done pulled up in this thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we really don't know, man. And my thing is, it's justice for Mo3, but at the same time, you know, it's kind of shameful for Yella Beezy, because, you know, I would expect more from these younger rappers, man, being that they getting at some money that the rappers in our day couldn't
The
get
pioneers
Yeah.
not making.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not at all.
at. You know, so it's kind of like, what are y'all doing? But what the OGs is gonna say is, man, what you supposed to do is get your family out of this type of lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You can put your family right back in this lifestyle now. So the money that you made, there's a burden on your family member that's gonna try to help you now by putting money on your books and taking care of stuff that you need taken care of, you know, outside while you locked up, if
Right.
you get the time. If
Right.
you end up getting some time for it, you know. So it's just a lot involved in this situation, man, and it's sad that these rappers get at some money, man, and they go backwards. You know, we see it a lot. You know, we've seen a lot of artists come up, and younger artists, and end up being shot and killed, just like this situation, you know. So I think it's justice in that manner that they starting to, you know, grab hold of people that's involved with these crimes, and maybe that'll slow it down. But from me, from an OG to a YN, say, man, y'all really need to cut all that out, man. Just relax, y'all. Get at y'all money, have fun. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it G. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to fight and shoot at everybody, man. It's a life or death situation or no occasion. Y'all get back at me. So that's all, y'all, for this edition of Music Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Come back tomorrow and check out True Tuesday with K Money. Hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, B52 Scott Podcast. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast.